Hello everyone, welcome back to Stock Market Meridian. Today is 6th August 2026 and you are watching today's post-market report. Let's begin with today's market action. The Indian markets opened with a slight gap up today. However, instead of showing a strong directional move, the markets traded in a sideways range throughout the session. By the closing bell, Nifty ended almost flat in the complete neutral zone, while Sensex managed to close with modest gains, reflecting a mixed sentiment among investors. Looking at the sectoral performance, today's biggest losers were the realty and media sectors. On the other hand, the PSU bank and chemical sectors emerged as the top gainers and outperformed the broader market. Now, let's move to the latest geopolitical developments. A report published by the Washington Post claimed that US President Donald Trump questioned Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth regarding America's weapons stockpiles during a meeting at Camp David. According to the report, shortages of long-range guided missiles and air defense interceptor missiles have limited certain military options, influencing discussions around future military strikes. The report also stated that although new production agreements for systems such as Patriot missiles have been signed, replenishing these stockpiles could take nearly 2 years. It further suggested that the shortage of interceptor missiles has forced the US military to reassess several defensive deployments. However, both the White House and the Pentagon have strongly rejected these claims. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt called the report 100% fake news and stated that President Trump has complete confidence in Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Similarly, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell dismissed the allegations, saying that reports of depleted stockpiles and internal disagreements were completely fictional. Earlier, during a Senate hearing in July, Hegseth had also defended his handling of military preparedness and blamed the previous administration for the existing weapons shortages. So, at the moment, this issue remains a matter of conflicting claims between media reports and official government statements. Now let's move to today's top market news and updates. First update, digital payment companies receive major positive trigger. The Lok Sabha has officially passed the Taxation and Other Laws Amendment Bill, introducing important changes to India's digital payment ecosystem. The amendment gives the government the authority to specifically notify which digital payment modes will remain free of transaction charges. Instead of blanket exemptions, only government-notified payment methods will remain charge-free. This has created optimism that merchant discount rate (MDR) could eventually be reintroduced for large merchants and high-value transactions. If that happens, payment companies could finally generate sustainable revenue from merchant transactions. As a result, digital payment stocks witnessed strong buying today. Pine Labs surged more than 7%. Paytm gained around 1.3%. Mobikwik also rose more than 1%. Overall, this legislative change is being viewed as a long-term structural positive for India's fintech industry. Next update, Swiggy announces massive 5-year growth plan. Swiggy unveiled an ambitious 5-year roadmap that significantly boosted investor confidence. The company is targeting an adjusted EBITDA of rupees 10,000 crore by FY31. Swiggy also expects its gross order value to grow from approximately rupees 67,700 crore today to nearly 2.5 lakh crore, implying over 30% annual growth. Its quick commerce business Instamart is expected to grow nearly 4 to 5 times, reaching almost 1.5 lakh crore in gross order value. The company also expects earnings per share to improve dramatically from a loss of rupees 16 currently to a profit of around rupees 30 to 33 per share by FY31. Another positive point, Swiggy remains completely debt-free and holds a cash balance of approximately 14,400 crore rupees. To achieve these ambitious targets, Swiggy is integrating artificial intelligence across its business using its proprietary AI platform called Sage, improving delivery efficiency, customer personalization, and operational productivity. Additionally, after domestic ownership crossed 50%, the company has increased the foreign shareholding cap, paving the way for Instamart to shift towards a 1P inventory model over the coming quarters, subject to regulatory approvals. Following these announcements, Swiggy shares rallied over 5%, touching an intraday high of around 305 rupees. Overall, investors clearly appreciated Swiggy's long-term confidence and aggressive growth roadmap. Next update, HAL receives major upgrade from Goldman Sachs. Defense giant Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (HAL) rallied nearly 6% today after receiving a major upgrade from global investment bank Goldman Sachs. Interestingly, this is Goldman Sachs' first upgrade on HAL since it initiated coverage back in October 2025. According to the brokerage, 3 major factors could drive HAL's future growth. First, manufacturing execution is expected to improve significantly from the second quarter as delays in the Tejas Mark 1A program gradually reduce. Second, GE Aerospace is expected to accelerate deliveries of the F404 aircraft engines, easing one of HAL's biggest production bottlenecks. And third, analysts believe the market is currently focusing mainly on the Tejas program, while underestimating several other defense platforms included in HAL's massive 2.5 lakh crore order book. HAL plans to increase aircraft deliveries to nearly 20 aircraft in FY27, compared to only 5 to 6 aircraft delivered during FY26. Out of 28 analysts covering the company, 23 continue to maintain a buy rating, with consensus estimates suggesting nearly 10% further upside. Next update, Swan Defence wins another export order. Swan Defence and Heavy Industries, formerly known as Reliance Naval, has secured its fourth consecutive international export contract. The company has signed an agreement with Swiggy AS, a Denmark-based group company of AP Moller Maersk, to manufacture 4 advanced transverse 3200 tugboats. The contract value falls in the 251 crore rupees to 750 crore rupees category. These high-specification vessels will be manufactured at the company's Pipavav shipyard in Gujarat, with deliveries scheduled to begin in early 2028. The tugboats offer several advanced features, including up to 15% better fuel efficiency, biofuel compatibility, compliance with IMO Tier 3 emission standards, advanced firefighting capabilities. Overall, this order further strengthens India's position in global commercial and defense shipbuilding. Next update, Oriana Power signs massive green energy deal. Oriana Power has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Maharashtra government to invest 4,500 crores in a green hydrogen ecosystem. Interestingly, the company's current market capitalization is only around 2,986 crores. That means the announced investment itself is significantly larger than the company's present market value. The project will establish integrated facilities for producing green hydrogen, green ammonia, and green methanol in Maharashtra. For an SME-listed company, this represents a major step into India's next-generation clean energy sector. Now, let's quickly look at today's important quarterly results. Trent delivered an excellent set of numbers. Almost every earnings parameter improved significantly, and management commentary also remained positive. Overall, the results were strongly positive. Next, Blue Star reported a mixed quarter. Only revenues improved on a year-on-year basis. However, net profit, EBITDA, and EBITDA margins declined on both yearly and quarterly comparisons. Overall, the results were below expectations. Next, Emcure Pharma posted an impressive performance. Revenue, net profit, EBITDA, and EBITDA margins all showed strong growth on both year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter basis. Overall, it was a very strong quarter. Next, Samvardhana Motherson. Samvardhana Motherson reported mixed numbers. While most revenue-related parameters improved, EBITDA, net profit, and EBITDA margins declined sequentially. Overall, the results indicate some weakness in business momentum, despite continued top-line growth. So that's all for today's post-market report. If you found this video helpful, please like this video, share it with your fellow investors, and subscribe to Stock Market Meridian for daily pre-market and post-market analysis. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another detailed pre-market report before the markets open. Until then, thank you for watching. Signing off, Jai Hind.